We've been talking a lot about the really serious problems in the National Football League. I want to lighten things up a little bit with just a really funny story. Prior to the season, Microsoft, which makes the tablet, the Microsoft Surface, and the NFL made a deal where for 5 years, for $400 million paid to the NFL by Microsoft, the NFL would have the Microsoft Surface tablet as the official tablet of the NFL. So you see coaches and players on the sidelines reviewing plays and looking at still images of plays on Microsoft Surface tablets. And multiple times now, these have been referred to as iPads by announcers on television. The biggest blunder came during Monday Night Football when ESPN's Trent Dilfer joked about how long it took Cardinal head coach Tom Moore to learn how to use the iPad to scroll through pictures. And in a separate incident, Drew Brees of the New Orleans Saints was spotted by Fox commentator John Lynch using a Surface, and Lynch remarked, "Don't worry, he's not watching movies on his iPad." And then later on, referring to it as an iPad-like tool, apparently realizing it's not an iPad, but still not figuring out what the hell is that thing that these players are using. What a just disaster. Microsoft pays, and actually it gets mentioned as an iPad.
It's funny. This is like people calling tissues Kleenexes, right? I mean, and it's not technically a Kleenex. Kleenex is a type of tissue. It should be called a tissue.
The same thing applies to Band-Aid, right? An adhesive bandage, and we've seen this many times, yeah.
And so I guess that really means that Apple did an incredible job with the iPad and the marketing, because the term is just totally ubiquitous. And
that's one possibility. It's also possible that nobody told these guys, by the way, there's a sponsorship deal, refer to this as a Microsoft Surface. I did have one thought, and it's a little bit, I don't know how likely this is. Is it possible that this was being done on purpose so that people would realize just how good these other devices are compared to iPads? That, hey, it's indistinguishable from an iPad, even though it isn't.
No, I think this is just people not getting the memo and not realizing what's going on. But the stadiums and everything are plastered with things that say Microsoft Surface. And anytime you're watching an NFL game, there's a bunch of commercials for the Microsoft Surface. So I guess some people are still realizing that these are not iPads.